So this is a short walkthrough, general ideas of the video we're filming this Friday for Underwear Mile. So the first scene takes place in Lior's apartment in South. So essentially, if this was a room, would have a room and have a corner. Camera being here, we're shooting towards that corner, crowding that corner up, giving the effect of a full room. We will have maybe myself, maybe someone else here, along with Justice here. I bump into Justice. I say, "Hey, look over there." We see in a separate, the opposite corner over here. We see Brooke standing out with, let's say, a little entourage around her. She's in a short black dress, looking very attractive. She signals him to come here. Then we do close up of both Justice and his little entourage, going, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! That's crazy." He's very excited. Close ups of Brooke grabbing his hand, pulling him into the bedroom next to the living room. We enter, we see once again we see a crowd behind here. We'll hear music and lights, which I'll digitally edit afterwards. So they enter, she's being very calm, he's freaking out right now, he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Then I'm gonna have another scene where we see the back of Brooke, also the front of Justice. So they'll be facing each other. The dress comes up. I'll work with whatever angle I feel like, but essentially I'll have her on focus, and then I'll pop the focus back to his face. So he's confused, but as soon as she takes clothes off, he's like, "Whoa!" So next scene we have Justice going and really quickly removing all his clothes. He moves and he is about to take his shoes off when Brooke says, "Wait," and at this point we're probably going to zoom in to that portion of her face. You are going to need those. Winky face. Then we're going to close up of Justice. He's incredibly excited at this point. Then we have another close up of, so the first scene is probably her grabbing the hands, scene like that. We see him pulled into this direction. She goes, "Come on," and Justice is very confused at this point. He's like, "Wait, but the bed's here." Then we're going full close-up of Brooke's face. "Bed? Haha, you gotta be kidding me. You didn't think I was gonna sleep with you." I don't know how explicit I want to make the lines. I'll work with the lines later. But essentially, she's going, "Haha, it's a joke." At this point, Justice is incredibly confused. I'm missing a scene right now. Essentially, I'll go back to his face, and he's like, "Wait, so where are we going?" Then I'm doing and popping a scene outdoors, where they exit South, and as they exit, there is a crowd of people moving against the side of the building. They join the crowd, and I'll demonstrate that in the next page. And then finally, at the end, maybe Sonny might, because he did the last video, maybe Leo or somebody, at the end of the crowd starts explaining, and we'll take turns, obviously. So I'm gonna show you what that looks like. So this is the choreography, but that's one of the hardest things. Because we might not get a full crowd, it's important I make the illusion that there's a very, very large crowd coming out. So let's say we're coming out the door of South. I will position my camera here, filming them come out. Now the camera's not essentially that wide of a screen, so let's say I get that big of a range, right? So as they come out, they'd be coming out here. As they come out, they're exiting, they're going this way, right? As they come out, I'm bringing a crowd of people. So let's say I have 20 people, a line coming this way, right in front of the camera as they integrate in. I will measure the end of this camera point and make a mark right here. At this point, once our 20, 30, 40 people pass this point, they're going to loop around. So once again, this is the visual end of the camera. They're going to loop around and join the back. So I'll have a continuous loop of people, essentially creating the illusion that I have a huge crowd. As this loop is going around, individuals are going to pop off and stand in front of the camera. So let's say somebody comes off and says, "You better come to UConn run April 20th. Boom, pops off. Next person comes up in the same position. So at the same time, as they're coming here, so from a viewer's perspective, you would see a person this way, and you would see people running behind them like that. Creating an illusion that there's a humongous line of crowd going on. So anyway, someone says, "Oh, it's April 20th. Somebody says, "Oh, all the proceeds go to charity for UConn Power." And then finally, I'm assuming the final people will have 2 laps. On the second lap, we'll have the front of the line, which is essentially Brooke and Justice come back. They go, so come out and show your student body. LOLs. At this point, we'll have everyone scream and help UConn. So at this point, during the last lap, I'll close off this loop so people start to pile up. So we have layers of people back here. Essentially, so everyone's very crowded. And then we go, to help UConn, everyone jumps together and power. Boom, and that's the end of the film. Currently writing the script down. I'm doing a checklist of all the scenes I'm doing. So we will probably not film in this order, only because the timing of people coming around might not overlap. So assuming everyone comes at 3, I can do this scene essentially first. Then we're going to go and set up the party scene where we'll have a room, set up camera in the middle. We'll film 2 corners, both filled with people. Then we can ask the extras to leave and then go down to these points. Alright, if you have any questions, please message me on Facebook or text me at 646, I'll write it down, 646-797-1806. You can pause the video and just, yeah, whatever. Alright, thanks guys.